Alright, Cancer, here we go. How about an energies update for you? You're not only the biggest chunk of my following, you're the host of the soulmate cycle. The Cancerian energy, that is. So that said, these are technically all signs readings anyway, for anybody who pays attention. But it seems wrong with a very powerful eclipse, which is influenced by Saturn, Pluto, Uranus, the North Node, and Neptune, along with the 1111 portal energetic New Year, right hot on its trail, trails, whatever, if you will. It seems wrong not to pull a Cancer reading here. I kind of have to. So, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The general reading may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reading. You're here for a reason. You're always here for a reading. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. I am drawn to the energy. That's why I'm distracted. I can't even do my intro. I've done it 10,000 times. I fuck it up. How about that? Right? King of Pentacles used to come up all the time. Those of you that have been here a while know that we couldn't have a Cancer reading for most of 2021. When I first got here, it's just this energy of this King of Pentacles, this 8-point buck with rainbow antlers, this irreplaceable person, this person they can't get out of their mind, right? I think today we kind of find out why. It's nice to see it back, but just on the surface energy, it's crossed by the Seven of Swords. Why can't they take their eye off you? Look at that fox. Look at that eye. Why can't they? And why do they try to? Well, some of them might be married, Four of Wands. Some of them might have structured lives where, you know, it's just inappropriate for them to come towards you. I don't know. But whatever that life is that they have, man, does it suck. 10 Wands, it's a slog. You know what that word means? I know I got people from different countries here. They may not know what the word slog means. It's heavy. It's just, it's, ugh. You hear my voice? Ugh. Yeah. And yet, that's why they can't kick their eye off you. Why? Because you have this beautiful 8-point buck with rainbow antlers. Underneath that, yeah, what's a slog? What's heavy? Well, it's the Four of Wands. It's their 10 of Pentacles. Heavy. Why, though? Why? Well, they were short-sighted. They made some bad decisions in life. One of them blowing you off. They never took their shot, that's for sure. But why? Oh, here it is. Bookending the King of Pentacles is the Queen of Pentacles. Because you're a fucking divine couple, that's why. Of course they can't take their mind off of this. Can't take their eye off of it. They can bullshit themselves all they want. But under this energy, I'm incorporating the eclipse in here. And all the energies that are around. Everything that's influencing the eclipse. Because you're ruled by the moon. It's a lunar eclipse. And the 1111 portal energy kind of coming in here a little bit too. It's you know, you can run, but you can't hide. They made some bad decisions about where their life would go at one point, and maybe they feel like they're stuck with them. I don't know, but they're full of shit. They're not. You know, they love to say that, you know, you don't make. Your person does this all the time. I see it in the weekly readings when we get to the Cancer section, right? They love to just, you know, brush it off, or maybe I can avoid it. Maybe it'll go away in time. You know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Well, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Yeah, but there's a saying in biblical terms: God helps those who help themselves. Right? We could change God to universe if it makes you more comfortable. The energy helps people who help themselves. You've got to do something, right? They're just sitting there with that eye on you. Let's pull a reading. This is going to be good. You guys are hands down the most powerful couple in this cycle. It is the most powerful connection. It is massive. Okay, when I pull a Cancer reading, I used to tell you this all the time in 2021 last year. But when I pull a Cancer reading, it's like a fire hose of energy. It is incredible. And when I first built this channel, Cancers came in here in droves. It was almost all Cancerians for the first few months I was out here, I remember. I'll tell you what, Cancerians make up about 70,000 of those 100,000 subscribers. So that's why your readings are basically all signs readings. So everybody should be watching this. If they're not, well, that's on them. They're just not listening or not getting what I'm saying. Whatever. This first card out is before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? You cannot have an eclipse this strong, a lunar eclipse, and not pull a Cancer reading. You can't. Why are we here? How about that? I've got a card in front of me right now before the cut, which is the same card. What did I just say? I said you can't have a lunar eclipse and not pull a Cancer reading around it. I pulled on the lunar eclipse yesterday. And the Why the Fuck Are We Here card is the same as your card. I want you to think about that. 8 Wands. The same. And this deck's been shuffled like crazy. In fact, I did about 5 readings last night offline with this deck. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Same card, 8 Wands. Forward movement, communication. There's a strong chance of it here. This lunar eclipse provides some clarity. It provides a chance to realign things, to get things right. Endings, right? A lot of people say the lunar eclipse is about endings, right? Yeah, well, like the song Closing Time teaches us from back in the 90s, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. All right? It's time for this person. I see them. It's a strong couple. I see them putting down that 7 swords. That fox needs to do something. Every fox has to eat. Okay? You can't just lay there. You gotta. I love chicken, is what that fox is thinking. Well, if you love chicken, that's fine. But just laying there looking at the chickens with one eye ain't going to get you a chicken. You got to break into that coop and go get it. All right? All right, what comes after the cut? The 6 of Cups. I don't remember what the card that came after the cut in the eclipse reading is, but whatever it is, this is definitely somebody from the past returning, and this is a powerful energy. We've been getting the 6 of Cups a lot around this eclipse. You guys have a lot of past lives. They're not going to be able to escape this. They're not going to be able to 7 of Swords, sneaky deaky their way out of this. This is someone from the past coming back, and what are they doing? Communicating. Coming right for you, energetically anyway. I can't predict what a 3D person's going to do, but I can tell you the 8 of Wands is rare in this soulmate cycle, and it was all over the fucking lunar eclipse reading, and it's so far in a very powerful, important position in your reading, which is the Why the Fuck Are We Here position. Let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's get a reading. Give me a reading, universe. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Cancer here around this powerful lunar eclipse energy. That lunar eclipse reading got disappointing views for me. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. It was the most powerful extended I ever pulled, and quite frankly, it's an important eclipse. It's sitting on top of the energetic new year. I don't think people understand. I don't. I wrote a whole special article about the eclipse just because of it, how important it is. Saturn, Pluto, all of it, Uranus, that Neptune influence making them feel the soulmate cycle, the North Node energy, because they're both in Taurus, the eclipse and the North Node are lining up. It's massive. Let's see where we go here. Give me a reading for my Cancerians. All right, I know this reading will get some views. All that shuffling, all that talking, all that fucking yammering. Overall energy of your reading is the 6 of Cups. It came back. This is important. This is a reading. I think the eclipse for the Cancerian angle brings up past life nostalgia. Past life nostalgia is nostalgia, right? Like a fond memory from your childhood. You feel something, but you can't place it. You don't know what it is. It's just there. It's like nostalgia. It's like the Seinfeld of nostalgia. It's nostalgia about nothing. All right? What's underneath this? What's fueling this? 7 Cups. Yeah. It's going to create a lot of confusion for them, but the eclipse itself inherently creates clarity. So it's very interesting. This is going to be very interesting. Let's go. Let's do this. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here's their soul. Right here is the hidden energy, the message from the universe. It's red with the energy of the connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. All right. If you're here, I'm glad. If you haven't watched the eclipse reading, I suggest you do. I expected to wake up this morning to 30,000 views on that video. It had 19 when I first logged on and looked at it. 19K. That's fucking crap for a reading like that. That is, listen, we are moments before the energetic new year. That reading is just massive. All right, right here. The energy around your connection. What the fuck is it? I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards. I don't know if I'm going to extend this one or not. I don't know if I'll have to. If I do, I will. You bet your sweet asses I will. Energy around the connection. Justice. Jesus Christ almighty. Holy fuck. Listen, this is two, the black cat and the white cat are about to have a conversation. I'm going to just steve it up for you here. We're going to be real relaxed in this reading. The black cat and the white cat are about to have a conversation in the current energies. There's this nostalgia, these feelings. I can't even put my finger on them right now. Justice. This is balanced energy. The energy of your connection right now is balanced. They will get clarity under this. This is confusion, but what's going to bring clarity are the feelings. All right? Let's see how they're behaving in the 3D. The Hermit. So far, major arcana. The soul's awake. Somebody here knows what they need to do. Okay? I'm really going to be relaxed in this reading and just steve it up for you here. Home spin everything. Somebody here knows exactly what they need to do. The Hermit need to come down from the hill for supplies. Okay? Can't stay in that hermit cave. What's bookending justice over here in the soul? 8 swords. That doesn't surprise me. That's the 7 of cups. That's that confusion that comes in. The confusion is only about they can't place why they feel the way they do. Like I said, nostalgia for past lives, when you feel that, is like Seinfeld nostalgia. Seinfeld was a show about nothing. That's what they described it as. These are nostalgic feelings about nothing. You can't place them. And it can be worrisome if you don't know what's happening, right? It can drive you batshit crazy. Here's your batshit crazy. Swords don't belong in the soul. 8 swords, they're blocking their soul by thinking too much, okay? Which just basically tells me they're worried as fuck. It's like those butterflies in your stomach, right? You're nervous energy. Okay. Message from the universe, red with justice. 10 cups. Again, they know what they have to do. I said that. Hermit need to come down from the hill for supplies. This is a whole lot of fairyland. Somebody's been thinking about this and dreaming about this. They need to make this reality. They need to find out if you're for real. Your person always, and that's part of the energy around this 8 of swords. This first, I don't know what it means to you, but somebody here doesn't think you're for real. Like, this can't be real. And that's around these nostalgic feelings from past lives. You guys are a divine couple. You're the King and Queen of Pentacles. Not only are you a divine couple, you're the best couple. The King and Queen of Pentacles is the real deal. They're the ones who are not putting out a pretense. They're not faking it. They really are the shit. They really are holding hands at the party and will continue to hold hands on the way home, even if the husband or the wife who's ever driving needs to shift. They will shift together holding hands. Okay? It's like that. This is, I can get it. I understand why this is troubling to them or confusing. I get it. But they're not sure if it's for real. This can't be real. Because what they thought they had on their side, they thought they had real. They thought they had 4 of Wands and 10 of Pentacles. But the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles from the pre-shuffle was a 10 of Wands sandwich. A slog, heavy. That card was heavy. Potential final outcome, red with the Hermit. Yeah. See, everything I've been talking about just came true. It's the Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's this. They know what they have to do. They just don't believe it. Okay? We don't believe a word that comes out of the Queen of Wands. Right? It's always pretense. This person here just doesn't, as these feelings come in, it's not that they doubt them. It's that they don't understand them, or it can't possibly be this strong, kind of a thing. You know, which is, I guess, a little bit a doubting, doubting Thomas a little bit, I suppose. They just don't understand them. We're going to have to clarify this. I don't know what this results in. This could result in somebody coming towards you who is, not telling you how they feel or things along those lines, or it could just be your person, again, just sort of putting up a wall and shaking the rattle and not knowing what to do. Okay, we'll see. Why is the justice here? Let's clarify. We're going to use the light seer. Let's see where we go. Why is justice here? I knew this would be an interesting reading. Yeah, these energies right now, okay, are going to rattle your person. Rattle them. Just shake them up. I see it with the 8. We got 8 of swords in the soul. It's a card that doesn't belong there. I mean, it's why this is here. It's why the Queen of Wands is here. Fakey McFakerman, right? Pretense. But their soul's awake. They know what to do. Let's see, justice here. I think the black cat and the white cat, the energy is set. The energetic table is set for the black cat and the white cat to sit down and have a drink, have some talk, maybe bang. I don't know. And they have little gray cats. I have no fucking idea. Crossing this is the Five of Pentacles. Again, I can't predict what a 3D person's going to do. Nobody can predict free will. But this is an energy of someone who has left themselves out in the cold. That's all it's saying. Okay? Someone here does not want to lose this. They don't want to lose the fantasy of it. But they're afraid if they come in, I get this now. They're afraid if they come in, they're going to find out that it's not real. That it's fake. That they got it wrong. That they read it wrong. That they overthought it too much. That what they thought was about them wasn't about them. I got a news flash for your person. It's about them, and it is motherfucking real. Okay? But they're worried about that. They are. This person. Why? Because they're ego-based. Ego-based people don't like their ego hurt. Right? If you see someone who's a player, right? Like the kids like to call them, right? A player. A player goes for low-hanging fruit. You know, if the player is a dude, they go for girls that they know will say yes. They go for the party girl, right? The girl, the Page of Wands from the Lightseer deck, my party girl. She bang anybody. She's at the party for one reason only, right? You walk up to her with a beer, you're as good as in. Right? It's that simple. They don't go for anything real because that might hurt their ego. They might be wrong. They might get shut down. They might get turned down. They might have got it wrong. People, I teach you this. Human nature. People do not like to admit they're wrong. It's what's wrong with the world right now. Right? It's why we keep electing assholes into office. You know, people who are basically criminals. We keep electing them in. Why? Because people won't admit they got it wrong. They just know I knew I have this right. That's what, it's human nature. It's what we do. And it'll be the cause of our own downfall someday, I'm sure. Right here. But in the soulmate cycle, it's the same thing. You got someone who's afraid that they're wrong. Alright? So they keep the status quo because that's just easier. Right? It is what it is. Ace of Wands. The connection is right for these two to come together. Ace of Wands. And the Six of Cups comes back again. Again, I get the Six of Cups. It is such a push. This energy right here this is minor. Keeping themselves out in the cold, feeling sorry for themselves. Well, maybe I got it wrong. I don't know if I should go in. Am I invited in? Should I go in there? I don't know. It's minor arcana bullshit energy with this Ace of Wands here on top of Justice. And the reason the Ace of Wands is here is the Six of Cups. The push to go towards the soulmate connection and take a shot is mind-numbingly strong. I mean, it would bend steel. The energy is that strong. And I see it here with the Hermit. This person's awake in the soul. Why is the Hermit here? Why? Why? Whenever somebody's ego-based, it's always a problem. I tend to avoid people like this in my life. I don't let them in because they're just annoying. They just, they want to they're argumentative. They want to argue everything. And some of it's just stupid shit, And that's what this person's doing. They're arguing stupid shit in their head. Well, maybe I got it wrong. How did you get it wrong? How did you read this wrong? You know what the feelings are. In fact, the feelings have come up 2 times here. Okay? The Cancerians have a really nice golden retriever that's ripe for petting. Go pet it. Why is the Hermit here? Tell me about the Hermit in the 3D. How are they behaving in the 3D? Yeah, I said their soul's awake. Right? They know what to do. The old soul within them knows it's screaming at them in the 3D to do something. Why? Because it's crossed by the King of Pentacles, which is where we started, the 8-point buck with rainbow antlers. Okay? You are that to this person. And they even got another dog here. A dog well worth petting. What's on top? But there's the 8 swords. Ties here. But again, it's exactly what I said. Am I right? Am I wrong? Did I get this wrong? Somebody's afraid they're going to lose face. right? Isn't that a slang thing? Losing face, saving face, all that kind of stuff. Somebody's afraid they're going to lose face here. They got it wrong, or it's too late, or when they approach, you'll reject. And the ego can't handle that, right? This is like an energy of a person, I would say, talks a good game, but, you know, they don't really walk their talk. It really is. Why is the Eight of Swords here? The Sun, yeah. It worries this person that they got it wrong because of how happy they feel. Again, another card that indicates the feelings. Their feelings are massive. This nostalgia, while confusing to your person, is confusing because it makes them very happy and it's very strong. And this person's not used to that. And they're not sure, maybe I got it wrong. Maybe I'm just going to go in and make a fool of myself if I reach out. You know, why? Why are they like this? Who is your person that they're like this? I don't, something made them like this. Okay, but there's that Eight Swords. It came up right there. Everything I'm telling you about the energy is valid. I'm home spinning it as best I can. You've got to apply it to your situation. But as a whole, we've got a person here who feels you, loves you, probably knows, actually not probably with the Hermit there, knows damn well you're a divine couple, whether they call it that or not. And you'd be great together, you'd be perfect together, and they're feeling everything. But there's this, but that creates confusion, doubts, and fears, because then they have to put their ego down to come in because they already told you to fuck off, right? And they're not sure if they got it right. Maybe you don't. There's a whole lot of, it's one of these people that always dwells on maybes rather than finding out what actually will happen, right? Worried about what might happen rather than actually finding out what will. And I've said that about your person a number of times. I've said that about this energy in the time I've been here on YouTube. Why is the Eight of Swords here? It is amazing. It is mind-blowing to me. And sometimes the reading comes out where they've got some kind of secret that they're afraid to tell you something, or they'll have to come in and tell you some things and get real rather than be fakey McFakerman. They're not, I mean, yeah, it's here. They're not, that's why fakey McFakerman, the Queen of Wands, is here. They're not sure if they can be as real with you as they need to be. That's one angle. The same frequency of energy plays out differently in different situations. That's why you have to apply it. I try to give you as many as I can, but I'm not perfect. I can't tell you all of them. But sure, that's a scenario too. They're not sure if they can be completely honest with you, and they know they'd have to be. Maybe there's something embarrassing that they'd have to talk about or explain, or that you'd bring up. Again, all of this, though, is about ego. And that's a problem. People need to put that down. There's a club of some kind. It's an order. My uncle over in the UK was a part of it at one time, or one of my great uncles or something like that. It's the Royal Order of the Buffalo, okay? And they have it over there in the UK. I don't know if they have it here in the US or not, but they have I always liked their slogan. I remember being a kid and he told me their slogan. It's something to the effect of, "We're never wise all the time," right? It's about exactly what I'm telling you. We're never wise all the time. Okay? It's okay to admit you're wrong, to admit you don't know something. And this person here just won't put the ego down enough to take a chance. And that's because if they're wrong, then, oh my God, that's like the whole world caves in. Let's say, for example, they got it wrong. And they come in and you're like, "What you talking about? I don't love you. We're not soulmate. What are you talking about?" Right? Let's just say in a hypothetical that happened. So fucking what? You learn something then. Then you learn how to gauge and adjust your intuition or the way you read things. It's a learning experience. You get it wrong. It's fine. We're not wise all the time. Royal Order of the Buffalo. Yeah, that's it. I remember that. I actually come from a family where somebody was part of the Royal Order of the Buffalo. That is fucking hilarious. I don't know if it was him or an uncle before him. I don't remember. But I remember that fucking slogan. All right, the Eight of Swords is crossed by the World. After all that shuffling, And all my talking, listen, I talk to try to explain things to you. This is how I read energy, you know. It is what it is. There's no unicorns or rainbows here. It's all psychology, and it really is. It's the world. It's the most powerful card I can pull over this. This is bookending these, and I said this is powerful enough to bend steel. The universe is putting out so much energy around your connection right now to bring the black cat and the white cat together to make little gray cats. It would bend steel. It's fucking Superman of energy. These cards might as well be red, white, and blue with a big S on them. I mean, it is that strong. The environmental energy around their soul is trying to flip this Eight of Swords. And your person, the more nostalgia energy the universe keeps sending them, the more Eight of Swords they get. It's bleeding into the 3D now. What's on top? Page of Cups. Again, I've already said it. They're not sure if, in one angle, they're not sure if they can give what they need to give. Excuse me. They're not sure if they can give what they need to give. On another angle, this person here, this is all new to them. This is the way they feel about you, the way you make them feel. We'll phrase it that way. The way you make them feel isn't the same that they felt for someone else. Or someone else in their life, whether they're married now or past relationships, whatever it is. Which means that they have to admit and put their ego down that they got love wrong. They got something wrong. And unfortunately, when someone's in their ego, it's hard for them to admit that they're wrong. Again, I will quote the Royal Order of the Buffalo, we are not wise all the time. We're not. We are just not. And we learn more from our mistakes than we ever will from things we get right. It truly is. It's amazing. Okay. Page of Cups. Yeah. With what I just said, it's the Empress. It's you. Look at those tits. That's you, right? Come on now. You got the best tits in the tarot. Male or female. It could be them chicken tits, from eating too much chicken, all them hormones. It's right there. It just backs up every word I just said. They're not, this right here, she needs a man, right? A man. You know, it's just, you know, whether male or female, or it could be a male, she needs a woman, right? But either way, they feel like they're not sure that they could give everything to it. There's a level of insecurity here that's hard to put my finger on. But what is not hard to put my finger on with the Empress falling here is this is proof of the Superman energy over here to bring the black cat and the white cat together to make little gray cats that could bend fucking steel. Well, let's talk to the universe. Let's have a chat with the fickle old gal right now. 10 Cups. I will tell you a few things about this. I will riff on the energy for you. They dream about you a lot. In their mind, you guys are this. Together, right? 10 Cups, frolicking. Think about these tits all the time. I bet they do. Oh, I bet they do. I bet if your person's married or in a relationship, you're more attractive to them than the person they're with. I can guarantee that. Right? Maybe the person they're with let themselves go. This ain't letting yourself go. Well, that's nice. All right. 10 of Cups. Let's go. Also, I will tell you that they want to bring this into reality, and there's an energy strong enough to bend steel, which it's red with, trying to make that happen. And with the world here, a cycle is trying to end for this person. Only thing stopping your person, not unlike Leo's person, I might add, is 8 Swords. Every time I see it in one of your readings or one of Leo's readings in the Leo soap opera, I go, ah, fuck, here we go again. With this insecurity shit, with this inability to admit they're wrong. Well, let's see what the fickle old gal universe has to say. Tell me about this 10 of Cups. Tell me something I don't know, motherfucker. And yeah, I call the universe a motherfucker all this. It's fine. She don't care. We're tight. We've been together a while. Star crossing it. Again, I'm not even going to say it again. It's like Superman himself come landed on my table and bent still. Look what I can do. Right? It's fate. In fact, what's going to help you during the eclipse is the alignment between the moon and the north node of destiny. Okay? That's going to help you. And I mentioned that in the lunar eclipse reading. I mentioned that the North Node of Destiny is involved because everybody's in play in Taurus here. That Taurus energy is going to help you. In no small part because Taurus is an earth energy. And that King of Pentacles that you're reflecting as, and they're reflecting as your counterpart, that's all going to get emphasized. Earth, it's very grounding. Earth energy is going to get emphasized. The universe is really trying here. This is the universe basically saying, I'm really trying. That's what I want to tell you about the Ten of Cups. So it's making them dream about you, and it's making those dreams palpable. Okay? Delicious. Salivating. What's on top? The Wheel of Fortune. It's already what I told you. This card's just saying what I already told you about this. They need to make this a reality. But they're afraid to, for reasons I've already said. What if I'm wrong? What if I got it wrong? What if I'm not right? What if I read this wrong? What if I make an ass of myself and I go up and I say to Cancer, okay, I'm here, I'd like to tell you how I feel. And Cancer goes, well, you talk about, what's your name again? I don't even remember you. Oh, I remember you, right? Oh, that would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? Oh, God, maybe I should get in 8 swords here and do nothing. Listen, little Miss 8 swordsy, you got a chance to bang the Empress, you bang the fucking Empress, okay? And all of you can take that to the bank. Don't pass up opportunities in life. They don't come along very often, right? If the Empress, male or female, is in your fucking passenger seat of your car and says, you mind if I take my clothes off? If you say no, you're an asshole. You say, absolutely, go for it. Yeah, you can put them in the back seat if you want to. That's perfectly fine. Let me just pull over. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? 7 of Pentacles. The timing. It's all the timing. I'm not even going to talk about seeds have been planted in you. No. It's divine timing. It's what the kids call divine timing. It just means the energy is right. This is red with the 6 of Cups. It's why the Wheel of Fortune is here. It's why the universe is trying so hard. I don't know how they can defeat Superman, but your person can actually defeat Superman. Your person is someone where the Empress would take her clothes off in the passenger seat of their car, and they would offer her a towel, okay, or a shirt. Here, do you want something to cover up? What the fuck is wrong? And then I'd be in the back seat going, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you insane? This is insanity. All right? I get it. I've studied human nature my whole life, psychology. I know people don't like to admit they're wrong. And we have a very ego-based society, so it's a real fucking problem. Okay? It's a real fucking problem, and it's getting to be. But in the soulmate cycle, especially in the angle of Cancer, it also is a real fucking problem that this person cannot admit that they were wrong to run away, and they might want to just take a chance. They don't understand the concept. The one thing the Queen of Wands never understands is the concept of just take a chance. Again, the King and Queen of Wands, the Burger Kings, the player, the socialite type energy, always picks the low-hanging fruit. They don't want to get rejected, especially in public. So they do stuff that they know they can do, that they know they can pull off, right? And then they PR it up like it was something great. You know, it's terrific. I mean, if the Queen of Wands bought a Snicker bar and you were to read the news story about it the next day, you'd think the Queen of Wands just saved the fucking world, okay? They literally do that. They puff up. That's why it's a rattlesnake and a cobra in this deck. They're both snakes that puff up. They don't want to be vulnerable to bite you because they have to stretch out and be vulnerable to bite you, so they try to scare you away first. What they end up doing is denying themselves any real substance in life. Now, we're going to pull on the final outcome. I don't know where this is going. To be honest, I don't. I can't tell. I've got dichotomy up here. I've got the Sun and 8 swords. 8 swords, only this person can get out of this. There's nothing you can do to get them out of it. There isn't. 8 swords, as I recently wrote in a blog article, is something we get ourselves out of. This person right here, this is that energy of when confronted with a pile of evidence, someone still holds firm on their position. When confronted with a pile of evidence of the nature of this connection, especially with the King of Pentacles crossing here, this person reacts in this manner. Nope, they're gonna hold firm. Well, I could be wrong. No, I'm telling you, you're not wrong. No, I could be wrong. Okay. Fine. It's very frustrating. It's equally as frustrating here as it is when I watch the news. You know, it doesn't matter. This is the soulmate cycle is a direct reflection of the societal energies. It's the same thing here. I mean, they know what they're feeling. The soul is awake. But the ego is louder than the soul. So this hermit right here could wake up all he wants. This girl's got headphones on with death metal music blasting in her ears. She can't hear a damn thing the hermit's saying. But she could feel it. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Tell me about this. What's the final on this? You're making me shuffle a lot today. I'm going to get carpal tunnel syndrome. It's crossed by the Nine of Pentacles. I don't know what the fuck that means. I know, I'm just being honest with you. I'm not someone out here making shit up. Energy is what it is. Sometimes you just don't know what it means until later, like anything else in life. You don't know why something happens until later. I'm going to dig a little deeper. So calm down. All right? See, I just walked my talk there. I'm willing to admit when I don't know something. I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. I always say I might get egg on my face in a reading. If I do, I roll with it. Why? We need everybody to be like that. Listen to the royal order of the buffalo. We're not always wise. We're not. And people who think they are not wise. Wise people never think they know everything or that they're 100% correct or that they got it right. Rigidity in thinking and opinion is exactly what we've got here. It's the problem. What's underneath this? 10 swords and a chariot. It would be a big change for this person to come towards you. Okay? We would need them. Only a balanced emperor drives the chariot. And they would have to put 10 swords, because 10 swords is crossing the 9 of Pentacles, 10 swords into this. What they see as their life. Well, I may not love the... I'll give you an example. It's just an example. I'm not predicting this is your person. But pay attention. This is important. This example here, 10 swords crossing this, is this person on the 9 of Pentacles figuring, well, I don't love the person I'm with, but I live a comfortable life. Right? Okay. Great. Good for you. You can buy a pizza without a coupon. Good for fucking you. But without love, you don't have shit. You got nothing. You become a maniacal, egomaniac asshole. And that is not someone who drives the chariot. So 10 swords needs to be put in that mentality. So they're inclined to drive themselves back in, even though they feel it on a high level. There's this major nostalgia for past lives coming in. The nostalgia about nothing, can't place it, but they feel it deep. You're showing up in their soul. And what are they doing? It's a self-worth issue on some level. It's a self-esteem issue, but it's more an unwillingness to admit they were wrong. And they need you. They'd like to know you. Your person here is being a douche. Okay? I can phrase it that way. If you like, you want me to home spin it? They're being a fuck. This is a douche. You know, an arrogant one at that. Or a fraidy cat one. More like. What's on top? 4 of Swords. This energy is causing them to do nothing. Also, this says they need to heal this energy. This card backs up what I said here. You know, because the Queen of Pentacles, or Queen of Wands here, lives a good life. They put out a pretense that everything's great. Look at me. I'm fine. I could get a pizza without a coupon. Full menu price. Hell, give me 2. Okay. But that's got nothing to do with love. You don't even like the people that are around you. It doesn't matter. I like my pizza. Okay. Okay. So they're not doing anything because of this. But this last card is why this is here. And it's red with the sun, which makes this all the more confusing. Let's see what it is. It's the 8 of Cups. That is Boston. I have mentioned this before. This song has come to mind 1,000 times. It does not surprise me to see it. It's a song by Boston. It's the first song off their first album. I will never forget it. My friend John and I, when we were kids, used to play air guitar to it with canes. His mother had MS, and she used to have canes, like a whole bunch of canes, and we would grab a cane and play air guitar to it. Ah, we were adorable. Oh, God. Anyway, it's a song called More Than a Feeling. And it's got a line in it. Forget about the name. It doesn't matter. But I see my Marianne walking away. Right? It's more than a feeling. More than a feeling. When I hear that old song play. When I hear that old song play. I see my Marianne walking away. This person here, to save face, is just standing around like this, watching you walk away, watching their happiness walk away toward their happiness. And that's fine. I don't know, this is under the current energy. I don't know what happens after the 1111 energy. But I do know in this current energy, this person is a douche. They are a walking Boston song, okay? It's going to drive them crazy. Let them see you walk away. Okay? To save face, to not admit they were wrong. I want you to think about what I'm saying. To not admit that they were wrong. They are willing to let something that represents the sun to them and a deliciously petable golden retriever walk away. Okay? Also, they can save face. She's nice and safe in that nest. She can get a pizza without a coupon, too, if she wants, at full menu price, which is crazy. 2 pizzas at full menu price is like $60. You know, these days. It is what it is. It's Queen of Wands. It's why the Queen of Wands came here. It's why that's there. Actually, this is a good reading. It's better than a reading that would come out with all communication. It's an honest reading of the energy because this is how people are right now. Right? This is how people are. And I'm not, look at the societal energies, watch the news. Just look at what's going on. Someone would let something good get away just to save face and not admit they're wrong. It's exactly what we've got here. They're nice and safe in this life. I don't love what I have around me, but at least I won't potentially make an ass of myself by going in here and risking this, even though it's all they want to do. Another key line from that Boston song, which I rattled out to you, is it's more than a feeling. You know, when I hear that old song play, more than a feeling, it's more than a feeling. More than a feeling. It's more than that. It is. But they're willing to let it slip away. Let's pull 3 cards from the universe. I don't know how else to explain it. Okay? And it doesn't need to be explained anymore. And it doesn't mean they won't show up. Actually, they might. We might see in the 1111 energy, the energetic new year, the spiritual lessons make sense. And they may just snap and turn around. So let's find out. Let's find out. So we'll pick it up right here from the 8 of Cups. All right? And we'll let... I don't know if I should extend this one or not. I don't want to, because the energy... I tell you why. It's not that I don't want to. It's that I'm just going to be honest with you. This energy is so fucking douchey. It frustrates me to no end. It's why I don't watch the news anymore. It frustrates me. It's just... It's tough to be any kind of enlightened person and pull on a reading like this. And I'm not saying I'm some monk or a warlock on the hill, but I'm more balanced than most. Alright? I'm not perfect. I'll still punch you in the mouth if you get on my nerves. But any angel would do that. It's the devil who won't punch you. Because if he punches you, then he won't be able to take advantage of you later. Other than knocking you out and taking your wallet, maybe. Let's see what we got here. Pick it up from the 8 of Cups. Tell me if I should extend this or not. Do I need to spend the rest of my day in this douche hood? Fucking hell. 8 of Cups. We always pull from the bottom. I say pick it up from the 8 of Cups, and I pull the 8 of Cups. The universe throws me the 8 of Cups. So we are, in fact, picking it up from the 8 of Cups. Do you see why I love tarot? You see how perfectly it reflects the energy? Could it get more perfect than that? 8 Cups, 7 Cups. There's the Emperor that drives that chariot right here. Right? Only a balanced Emperor, though. Where are we going here with this universe? It's crossed. The 7 Cups is crossed by the Page of Wands. The universe says they might. under this energy, surprise the fuck out of you and show up. Okay? They might. They might. But it's going to be the most confusing conversation you ever had. And it is what we've been saying in recent readings. Selfish. It's just to stop you from getting away completely. It's like a placeholder kind of energy. Alright? Yes, this energy is looking at options toward reaching out, but they keep shooting them down. I see that. We're running out of things they're running out of excuses. So they might show up. They show up as a page. Yeah, there's the Ace of Wands. There's the Ace of Wands. Yeah, but they're very confused. They don't even know why they're there. Okay? They don't even know why they're there. It's like walking into a restaurant and sitting down, and the maitre d' or whatever brings you a menu, and you look at the maitre d' puzzled. Why have you given me a menu? I don't understand. What is this? Like what? And the maitre d's like, what? You've never seen a menu before? You don't even know why you're here. It is a restaurant. They don't know why they're there. Yet they do. Yet they don't. Yet they do. And we get that a lot with your person. And we have this here. I think as you walk away under this eclipse energy and they get some clarity, I think they come in for a last minute save. I think the 11/11 portal and Venus changing signs into Sagittarius about a few days after that, around the 16th, I think that helps. I think the fire energy of Sagittarius season really helps you. It gets us out of that watery energy. Although I don't think it makes this person any less confused. We'll see how the readings play out. I will pull some side reads after I shut off this video and decide if I'm going to extend this or not. And if I find something that I think you need to know, there will be a link for an extended in the description. If there is no link, it means it's just more of this. I'm going to have to dig deeper. I am a little curious as to what's so great about keeping this. Why is it so great that you could get a pizza without a coupon and that's how you want to live your life? That's what's going to make you happy, that you can buy shit. Or you've got some kind of safety net there. It doesn't make sense to me, right? It's like people that leave ship. It's that old saying about a ship is meant for sailing, right? Yeah, it's safe in port, but it's meant for sailing. It's built for that, you know. My grandfather told me that years ago about a car. I had built up an old Chevelle, and I used to keep it when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, and I would never drive it. I was afraid it was going to get, you know, into an accident, or it was going to get fucked up in some way, so I'd keep it in the garage, all covered, and I'd polish it every day, but I wouldn't really go anywhere in the damn thing. And I remember my grandfather kind of pulling that line on me. He's like, cars are made for driving. They're not made for sitting in the garage. Take it for a ride. Drive it. I said, well, what if somebody hits it? He said, who gives a shit? Then somebody hits it. You can't stop that. But having it sitting here in the garage isn't what it's made for. You built the engine up. Go see what it'll do. It's kind of a logic your person doesn't seem to understand. It's a very safe harbor energy, okay, is what I'm trying to say. So I'll pull on that a little bit. I'll pull some side reads. If I think we need to extend it, there'll be a link in the description. If not, this is your reading for now. Pay attention to the 11/11 reading. And Cancer, pay attention to my lunar eclipse reading from the other day. All right, because I do think you have communication coming from this person. I think in your case, though, it's a little confused. It's not only the usual page, but there's confusion here because they don't even know why they're there. They just don't want you to get away, but at the same time, they get some kind of pleasure, some kind of weird, almost perverse, ego-pleasing pleasure in watching you walk away. Right? That's that line, I see my Marianne walking away. It's more than a feeling. I love them to death, but for some reason, it feels kind of safe to watch them walk away. But then if you get far enough away, they panic, and then they want to come in. They want to chase after you. And that's been this cat and mouse game since I got here with the Cancer energy. So that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. All right? If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Keep an eye out for a link for the extended. I don't know if it's going to be there or not. I don't know what I'm going to find. If it's there, you can bet I found something. All right. Good luck.